We are all trying to understand why someone would do this. The motive is a big mystery here. Joining us live now is David McCormack, the Executive VP at Investigative Solutions Network. Dave, you're a former Toronto Police Superintendent. I know you're familiar with the process of trying to determine the why. This alleged shooter, 27 years old, student, known as an online troll. We heard Genevieve Beauchemin mention that, but no real criminal record. How does a person go from that to alleged mass murder?
Well, that's going to be part of the investigation. That's certainly something they're going to focus on. But most importantly, the investigation initially will center around the activities of the accused that night, the physical aspects of that shooting. That will be the first thing that they need to establish and make sure they gather all of the evidence. But beyond that, they will start to look very, very deeply into his social media footprint. They'll talk to everybody involved with him, people around the university, family, friends, and they'll look for things like a marked change in his demeanor, any difference in his rhetoric, any statements he started to make, any things where they noticed that he was really changing in his personality. So, and also they're going to look to see if there was any real catalyst events in his life. Did something happen perhaps at the university that caused him to act out on that night he acted out in such a violent fashion? That really is going from 0 to 100 very, very quickly.
Dave, in your experience, when someone commits murder on this scale, are there typically warning signs?
Typically they are. I think when the investigators look into this deeper, they will see that there was probably quite a few warning signs out in his social media activities, in the things he said. And on their own, they may not have stood out to anybody, but once they're all put together now that he has committed this horrendous crime, I think it will become clear that there was some signs there that perhaps somebody may have noticed. And the old adage is always true: if you see something, say something.
Dave, we live in a time where there is anti-Muslim rhetoric swirling, particularly below the border. Might that factor into this investigation?
I think it has a strong possibility that it may have been something that has emboldened him to act at this time. He may have decided that it's his opportunity to do something that nobody else is doing, to make a bold statement based on what he believes or what he's been led to believe. It could have had an impact, and that might be something they determine as well during the investigation.
Dave McCormack with ISN Inc. Thank you for your time and insights today.
My pleasure, Michelle.